What's going down, everybody? It's Daryl, DWES Enterprise, and tonight, oh yeah, I say tonight. Y'all know I don't like working at night, but it is what it is. Gotta make them monies, you know what I'm saying? Because the monies ain't gonna make you. But tonight we're going to Los Altos, California. You guys remember? Well, actually, it was a while back, but I just posted it. The actual video was not too long ago, or it was a little further back. I think in December, or November, not that far back ago though. But the actual job was definitely early last year or something. But anyway, UPS store. You guys remember the UPS store? All right, well, I mean, it has nothing to do with it. It's just saying that it's pretty much next door. I'm just rambling, y'all, just for the heck of it. So it's another building in that complex over there, a little shopping center. We did UPS, and this customer called, and when I looked, that's how I kind of figured out, like, oh, you know, we did UPS over there, and I sent her the video of UPS. That way she can kind of get an idea, but they didn't refer us or nothing, but it just kind of helps out. That's why I'm bringing it up, really. So it helps out to get the, you know, so at least it's familiar, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody knows that a neighbor, in this case an established neighbor, got some carpet cleaning by us. So she just started renting. It's an empty office space, kind of. It looks, I don't know if it's the I don't know, maybe she did wide angle. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks pretty big. I'll probably say at least 50 feet by 30 feet, maybe 60 feet. I'm not 100% sure. But I told her the price per square foot, and I told her we do have a minimum of 300. The minimum of 300 is for commercial. So I don't know if you guys do it that way, but that's how we do it. And I figured it this way, like, you got to think about it, right? So these companies, they're getting money, yo. Like, they get, for one, rent in the Bay Area, especially for a commercial space, ain't cheap. So they getting bread, and we're not gonna go in there and cheap out, you know what I'm saying? So I was just thinking about this the other day. So we did, I might have talked about it, I'm not 100% sure. Some of these things go in my out my mouth, in my ear, and I forget about it. So it was a commercial building, and we were doing it was an estimate. So I was making a video on it. It's not going to come out because they didn't go with us, but it was a medical building, kind of. They had a bunch of medical equipment in there, put it that way. And he goes, the reason we called you out is because we want to get a price on these two conference rooms, probably like 17 by 20 feet, or I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but maybe 17 by 15 feet on average for both of them. And I give my price. It was like three something. Like, that's my minimum. But he wanted another room, and he said, so I want the quote really for these two rooms here in the front, because we have very important people that come and they see these rooms. And then he shows me the other room, and he was like, and then this is just a room where we be at, and we don't really need it clean, but I'm curious on a price. And he goes, well, and you know, add this to a separate quote. So that third room of carpet to a different quote, to a separate quote, and then there was 2 big old rooms, probably like 30 feet by like 20 feet or something, and it was like vinyl sheet flooring, and it needed to be stripped and waxed. And he was just saying he wanted it clean. So I was like, yo, you can't really just clean it like that. You gotta be stripped and waxed. So I gave him a price for all of that stuff. It was, I don't know, it was pretty pricey. And then they didn't go with us. So, you know, I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna sit here and lower my price because I'm not getting business. Somebody gonna go with us. Somebody's gonna appreciate us. So that's why I wanted to bring that up to you guys. So for any cleaner out there, no matter if you're any business out there, no matter if you're carpet cleaning, house cleaning, painting, contract, whatever, man, we're not in the business to just be in the business for today. We're trying to make it, all right? So don't be out there giving your money away. Like we just passed a place over here, Silicon Valley Eye Care or something like that. And I went out there and gave a quote for the building of carpet. It was like 900 something. And then I got another friend that's a carpet cleaner out here. And for some reason, we always get like, if someone calls me out for a quote, they probably called him out for a quote. And he went out there and did the quote, and I asked him about it. I said, hey man, did you happen to go? No, I'm sorry. He posted the video of it, a little, what do you call, Facebook short or whatever. But he posted the video on it, a little something. And I was like, man, that place looks familiar. And I told him, I said, how much did you charge for it? And he said like $790 something. So she went with them because they were $100 something cheaper. And I'm like, that's fine. But I told him, I said, yo, you got to raise your price, dog. What are you doing? Because imagine if we're all around the same price. That's going to confuse them, and then they're going to have to pick one or the other. So he could have made $900. They probably would have went with him. So that's all I'm getting at. But anyway, we're almost here. We got 5 more minutes to go. It's 7:17 right now, and she wanted a late night, so that's what it is. So I'm gonna see you guys in a second. I got another tool. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be using it. I kind of got it a long time ago, and I needed to buy a 2 replacement parts for it, basically. And I just didn't do it. But I've had this thing for maybe like 4 years. And what happens with me, I have so many projects, and this was like one of the reasons we really wanted to get rid of both those Mercedes. It's just too many things were piling up with the vehicles and all my little tasks that I had to do. And I've just really been check marking everything I've been doing, and just been trying to do chipping away, basically, little by little. So this thing's been kind of just sitting. I used it once, and that was it. But what it needs a wing nut, and I don't know, some like little clamp. I don't know what it is, but I'll show you guys. But I got it used. It was like in a warehouse, and it was in really good shape. But They said they bought it, they've used it a few times, and that was it. And they had it like up in the rafters of their warehouse, and I got it for stupid cheap. I think like 200 bucks. I cleaned it up, took the stickers off of it like as usual, and then I just bought like some small accessories for it that I would need, and I used it and put it away. So I'll show you guys what that is. Popo. I don't play that. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what that is in a second. Anyway, we're almost there. It's DWES for life, y'all. Peace. All right, y'all, so I finally got me some red gloves, but they're not really red. They're kind of, they red, but they're more like this red. This red is different. This is more so like a pinkish red, but it's red. And I also got the wrong size. Supposed to get extra large. I got large on accident, but $20, man, these things are expensive. But I think it's time I start looking the part. It's DWES for life, y'all. So it's just a wide track vacuum, 30 inches I believe, or 29 inches of vacuum power. You can kind of see what it got. You just gotta hit that button right there, or the lever. But I can't, for me, I can't right now, I can't get it level. So it's leaning like this. So I have to push it forward to keep it level. But a lot of post-construction dust. They got nails and screws in the floor. Let me see, you can kind of see where I was going around, I got like, to right there, you can kind of see the difference. But you can kind of see the track I'm making. I did tell her good luck with the color variation. This is almost 1,400 square feet. I did bring in the little vacuum. That way I can kind of get the edges. This is kind of where I started. I was just starting right here, so I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna come back and do this little section. But a lot of construction dust. I hate that crap. And then the other thing too is you can see how dark it is right there in certain areas. I'm just gonna put this stuff over here. And the walls have been painted. They added this wall here. And then for this, I need a replacement of this, and I need one of these little wing nuts. And then me being a dum-dum head, I was like adjusting the wheels in the front, but this has this little level here, but you can still see it's not really, I don't know. Again, I only used it once and then I put it away, but I mean, look at the size difference. So I'd have to make about 2.5 passes with this vacuum to get it to what this one does. So that's the main reason why I got that one for commercial places. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, y'all, so I just been kind of going around. There's been a bunch of these nails like this. And if I use this with this, we could possibly get some scratching going on. We had stuff like those, just a whole bunch of big stuff. You know, just a lot of dust. Like, this is cool, but it's gonna save me some time. Is it like the best seal to the floor? No, but it's gonna agitate that beater bar, and it's gonna be able to pick up that dirt, you know, that dust that's down there. It did a good job, but it's not gonna pick up any of this big stuff. So I'm assuming they already tried, but you guys can kind of see the edges. There goes another one, look. And I just went across this with my my wand. There's just a whole bunch of stuff in there I'm not gonna really worry about. You know, when the construction crew come in and they start doing stuff, they just leave all their dust and stuff right there, and and then this here, I thought it was dust, it's actually paint. So, and I guess we got some bleach going on here or something. So, like I said, it's doing what it's doing. I just got to come right behind it. And then over here we got like some caked on stuff that just didn't move yet. So, yeah, we're making it happen. Look how white this is. Imagine what's in there. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, y'all, so just filling up my water up in there. It looks super dark in there. But I still haven't fixed my pump on my machine yet, so I don't have a job until Friday. Today is Tuesday. Technically, I'm still, technically I'm still on vacation, right, in LA, but we came back on Sunday for the Niner game, so I had to make some moves, you know what I'm saying? We had to get that bread back. The job yesterday, or I'm sorry, earlier today, was the area rug drop off. That was the first job, and then now we're doing this one. So the area rug drop off was for tomorrow, actually. But she needed it early, so I don't know how you guys do things, but for me, what I try to do is I don't want to overbook myself. Like, I like to book out my week first, right? At least one every day, and then I'll try to tack on, you know, add a second job for one of those days or whatever. Because sometimes you get yourself in a situation where it's like, it's not a routine. I don't know if that makes sense. How am I trying to say it? Like, you just have a whole bunch of jobs and then you got nothing, and you're just sitting at home doing nothing. So that's what I mean by that. And for me, what I would like to do is I would like to start over here. I don't know why I brought it over there, but I was really, what I was doing is I was trying to see how much length I needed to get over to this corner here. So that's why that was like that. But I'm gonna start over here, keep all of the extension cord on this side, and snake my way back and forth, or I should say out. You know what I'm saying? So let me get my product. Let me get that inside of that, and we'll make it happen. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, y'all. So I don't know how this is gonna act. For me, I found that pulling the trigger multiple times has always worked better. You know, we can easily stay on the trigger all day, all night. But look at this, more nails. They're super hard to see. I just lost it. But if this goes in my machine, on my pad, and then I, keep twirling that bad boy, guess what's gonna happen? Either my pad's gonna get damaged or the floor. And more than likely it's gonna be the floor. And then she's gonna be like, you owe me a floor. I'm gonna move that in a second. Relax. I know some of y'all looking at me like, what in the world? But I'm trying to get content. Y'all relax, all right? It's DWES for life, y'all. I just went and set up the tripod and I found more nails, so it's just never ending. Yep, another. Sheesh. All right, so what I'm doing for the heck of it, just to double check my work, is I'm going in the opposite direction. All this discoloration really ain't coming out. Like I told her, I don't know what's going on, but she said that they had like some walls or something. They took out something and they just added some other stuff, and that's kind of what happens. And I switched pads already. This is my second pad. The other one I flipped over, and then now I'm using this one. So, and really what I'm trying to do is just, the carpet's already wet. I'm just trying to mop stuff up. Just try to see if there's anything else there. But we can see the different color variations. So the carpets is just colored like crazy. I don't know what they was doing. She's just doing some other stuff in here. I'm not sure if she knows anything about the previous or whatever, but kind of is what it is. All right, y'all, so it may not seem like much, but trust me, it's a positive look. Now, I'm not going to make the carpet look all one color, look brand new. I mean, we could definitely tell that this carpet's super old. Or in a sense, I guess you could say, at least it's worn, used. It wasn't taken good care of at all. So, and for me, I feel like no matter what machine I'm using, whether I'm using my truck mount or if I'm using my rotary, I feel like it still takes me about 2 hours on average, hour and a half, 2 hours on average. That's for you know. Dang, another one, man. This is ridiculous. What's going on here? And you can't really see them. I've been putting them over there. I don't know if it's in the carpet and then this thing's just pounding everything up to the surface or what. But anyway, where was I before I got interrupted by that nail? I'm going too far. It still takes me some time to clean these carpets. I don't rush anything. Like some people say, oh, you know, use this, use that. It's going to be faster. I'm not really trying to rush. I'm still trying to do the job. I'm trying to, you know, get content. I'm about to flip this pad over in a second. Now, for me, I feel like where I can make up time is like larger spaces. So like for instance, when I do the apartments, the hallways, it only takes me 4.5 to 5.5 hours to do 15,000 square feet with this. Of course, I'm not vacuuming, and I'm not going over each area twice. So it's a little different scenario, but I feel like that's where this machine shines. I mean, you can use it pretty much on everything. I don't even use my portable anymore, to be honest with you. I just straight pat it, man. You guys can see how that looks over there. It actually looks really good. It's hard to see because there's a lot of shadow. They didn't turn on all the lights. But I did go over it twice in each direction. And I overlapped. So some of the stuff you're seeing, like the lines, that's just me going back and forth. Kind of see where I overlap everything, so you're going to see like variations. Uh-oh, going off track here. I was looking out the window. I'm gonna come back to you in a second. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, last little area, which is this here. Let me show you guys how this looks really fast. Or actually, let me take some pictures. It's stupid hard to take video or pictures because it's dark, but let me see what I could do. All right, what I wanted to show you guys, sorry, I gotta tilt this back. I always do this when I lift this up and I hit this button. Just gotta make sure I don't hit the wrong button. But when you get a different pad, that's what you're supposed to do. Just wet it up a little bit. Flip her over. It's a clean pad. Put it on there, and then you can start moving it. This area felt hella hard, so it's probably going to take a little bit more than this. Oh, snaps. Yeah, all of this right here in this line felt like a, I don't know, it just felt harder or something. Let's see if we see any difference. So I did in here, and you can see how this looks a little darker. So let's go back and try the next area over. I don't know. Let me go over it, the whole thing, and then I'll come back to y'all. It's kind of a dark area. It's hard to see. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, y'all, so I just noticed piece of something. I think it's my pad. I'm not sure. I haven't lifted it up yet, but I also noticed this. And there was one more I just saw. Shoot, where did I see it? But I think this probably got caught and ripped up the pad, luckily. But I just saw one more somewhere. And then I went to go get the camera. Well, I'm done, so it ain't nothing else that can happen. Look like two BMW racing. See, super hard. This piece, but this got a little bit better. Again, I'm not looking for perfection here. I mean, kind of, but not gonna sit there and make this thing brand new. So yeah, this is it. I am done. We'll do a quick walkthrough, walk around. Don't look too bad. We got some shadow from the light. That's what you see over here. Some more shadow in here. I'm pretty sure a lot of shadow in here, which makes it look funny. But I went this way, and basically what I did was I cut it into 3 sections. So from this piece of this laminate or vinyl all the way across, and then that piece over there all the way across, and then just that little piece there. So cut it into 3 sections. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, I can't make none of this go back to the color it should be, but all of these lights are out, and you can see how it's dark over here. So same thing over here. It's dark over here. All these lights are out. These are on, so it's a little bit brighter. Gives you a little better idea. This light's on, but that light is off, so it just looks darker. Pretty much all those lights in the corner or at the end are out, so it's pitch black. But it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm curious to see where that other piece of nail went. And then this, I don't know, man. That's all I could do with it. I'll take a after picture right now, and then that's it. I think they just pulled back up, so I'm gonna take a picture, and then I'll see y'all at the end. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, y'all, so just gonna put this away. So usually what you would do is just hit that right, and then it comes out of the teeth, and you can swing the arm forward or the handle. But on this side, what I gotta do, because whoever had it before me, I guess they just said forget it, they're not gonna just buy the replacement parts, which I'm gonna do it. I've been meaning to do it for hell of years, y'all. Just unscrew it. Sorry. Yeah, just unscrew her. And hit that up like so. And then fold it. So it'll be like that. And then throw it in the van, put this behind it, and we up out of the piece. It's DWES for life, y'all. All right, y'all, so there goes the UPS store. So it's, like I said, there's, what, 6 businesses away. Now we're just headed home. "12 minutes to get to the crib is what I like to see. I don't like to see none of that hour and 47 minutes crap. But yeah, so fairly easy, man. You know, she actually said she's gonna cover it. Like she came in and I don't know. It's hard to, you know how sometimes it's hard to just read somebody. Like she was just like, "How much do I owe you, sir?" Sir. She just kept calling me sir. Even though I introduced myself, I gave her my card. We actually emailed back and forth. I don't know. It's weird. What's the business name? Who did I make it out to? Like, so I guess it's true, man. People, actually, I'll say this: most people that I deal with, we're on a first name, unless it's an older, you know, lady, older man. I always will call them by their first name. If it's somebody that's pretty old, I call them Mr. or Miss, whatever their last name is, out of respect. But yeah, man, it's weird because it's like she didn't. I mean, I called her by her name, Layla. Like, I don't know. You know, I've had it that way when people say, you know, "Hey, sir," you know, it's usually because that's not my customer. That's somebody that's there just to open the doors. But that was definitely her. I mean, she's the one signed the business check. I have no clue, man. Whatever. It's just weird to me, especially if, you know, it's a small business. I have a small business. She has a small business. It's gonna be it's a dance studio or dance school. I don't know. It's just different, man. It's different when you have a small business and, you know, you have a certain, you know, your clients are different most of the time. I believe, and I never knew this when I was stupid back in the day, man. I just didn't know. When I used to work for Coit and Stanley Steamer, I always thought that small businesses could make it because I'm talking cleaning, carpet cleaning. I always thought that because they had so many, like we had so many jobs. I mean, at Coit, we had probably 20 vans, damn near everybody out there with 5 jobs a day. This was in the recession, 2008. And it was busy, y'all. So, of course, it was different when it was Stanley Steamer because Stanley Steamer they're based out of, they're in every city. So each city has their own, or kind of, Stanley Steamer. I wouldn't say each city, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Coit, we did the entire Bay Area. So I can see why they had 20 vans. Not each van was doing carpet. You know, they had HVAC, they had natural stone, they had tile and grout. So there was always something, put it that way. Area rug, they had sales guys, they had pickup, drop off people. So I just thought that nobody's down with the little guy. I'm like, man, Coit's so big, they got so much money. But here I am, like today, and it's totally different. Like, I get people that are like, I don't want to go with the big people. You know what I'm saying? I don't like their work. I like dealing with the small local business, somebody we could trust, somebody we know, you know, we could just call directly. We can text them and we know we're going to get the owner. Like, it's totally different. And to be honest, I ran with that. Like, I just jumped on it and I just kept going with it because at the end of the day, like when somebody says, how are you different from the big companies? or actually even any other company too, because they do have some smaller companies that they use like a distribution, not distribution, a call center. And I apologize if the phone is crooked. I'm not really looking at it, I'm just talking. But yeah, I thought about it. You know, at most, it would be like my wife answering the phone or text. But I don't know if I ever want to get to that situation, because it can open up a bag of worms if somebody doesn't say the right thing. I've had people be like, and it doesn't happen that often, but I've had people think that they called somebody else, like a call center. Like, no, you talked to me. I was there. I know exactly what you said, sir, miss. That's when I started saying sir or miss, when they started BSing with me. But yeah, for the most part, man, they honestly, they really like a good local small business that's going to come out. They're going to do a good job, personable, friendly. I never try to upsell on everything. It's just a different experience over here, and I never bait and switch. I'm not sitting there lowering my price just so I can get in the home. Like, it's ridiculous what some of these people do, yo. Like, I've told you guys before, like, how YouTube works. I mean, not YouTube. Facebook works. These Facebook ads that they're like, they lowball the price, and then when you get in a home, your job. Remember, I had these type of people trying to do my ads for me. They want to get you, you know, give you a low price. When you get in the home, they're basically, your job basically is to upsell. Hey, I see you have a sofa over there. Let me clean it. Hey, I see you, the carpet's a little bit more dirty. You're going to need this. It's ridiculous. Like, let's just get in there. Let's, you know, our standard is a full deep cleaning company. That's what we do. That's our standard. And I have people that are like, well, how much for the basic? We don't have basic here. Like, I'm not going to go in there and, like, okay. Another example. I don't know what it was, but this week, or maybe it was a weekend, and Liza was there. She heard all of this. Because a lot of times when people call, I put it on speakerphone. I know it probably sounds like crap, but I want her to be able to hear certain, you know, conversations, kind of get it in her head how these people are. But I've had people call and like, I'm looking for your, I'm interested in your cleaning services. And when they say that, I already know it has to be some type of house cleaning, right? So I'm like, okay, is this for move out house cleaning? No, I just need my bathroom cleaned. I'm not a maid. Like, you may want to call a maid service. That's what I tell them. You may want to call a maid service. Like, we're not a maid service here. You know, and then, you know, we have minimum charges. Maids, they usually don't. They'll go clean your bathroom for $60 and they'll be in and out in 20 minutes. Like, nah, player. So, and that happened like 3 times this weekend. I even had somebody call. He asked for a bathroom and a bedroom, and then I told him I can't do it. You know, that's not what we do. We're not a maid service. He said, okay. He called back and said, my roommate said that you cleaned here before, and it's the same exact job. I said, well, yeah, you know, there were times where I would make exceptions, but now I'm in the zone of like, we're not playing games. So I told him, I said, you know, you just let him know that, you know, we have changed the way our business is our services are, I mean. So it's only full empty home move out cleaning. We're not going to just clean your bathroom. So sometimes you got to do that. And yeah, I need the bread, but I'm not about to go over there and clean nobody's bathroom no more like that. So basically what I'm getting at is people love a small business. You gotta do right. You gotta do right. That's it. But people love a small business. So market yourself the way you want to market yourself, or portray your business, or however you want to call it. But for us, it's just we want to do a full deep clean. Like, that's our standard. We don't play with the price. We have set prices. Our prices aren't advertised because every situation is different. And if somebody sees that, I had somebody call me and say they wanted my carpet cleaning, and when I gave him the price, he goes, "That's not your price on Groupon." I said, "We're not on Groupon." So they just be blurting out whatever. It's the craziest stuff, y'all. But we back home. I'm going to holler at y'all as usual, as always, as forever. It's DWES for life, y'all. Peace. All right, y'all. I haven't started this thing in a minute, and it started right up. Yeah, I paid the registration on it, which is not complete because I need to have it smogged. And as you can see, it still needs some work. It won't go over 30 miles an hour because it needs a transmission. So I can't get it smogged because what I did, technically I can, but I got to drive it like 30 miles an hour. I think this dude said 100 miles, but I don't know about that. I think you got to go like at least 30, 40 miles for it to clear. I've done it before in my Mazda speed. I've only went like, hey, look, it got quiet. I spoke too soon. Son of a gun. Yeah, and it passed. It was able to get smog, even though I only went like 20. I think it was like 25, 30 miles in the Mazda speed. Not sure how this goes, but this dude said 100 miles. So I got to drive it on the street 100 miles supposedly, and then I can go get it smogged. But he said like there can't be any engine noises like this, which we all know that technically it's still doable to have a smog. It doesn't necessarily mean there's anything wrong with it. It's just the lifters are a little loud. So yeah, so like I said, I haven't really done anything to it. It's been sitting. It started right up. The battery's good. I paid the little whatever. It was almost like $500 to have the registration, which is, like I said, incomplete. By the end of this year, I want to have this van working. I at least want to put a transmission in it. They're just playing games with the transmission. They say they're showing prices of like $1,000, $1,500, and then when you give them a call, they say, oh, for that vehicle, it's, you know, $3,500. It's crazy. So, yeah. Other than that, man, still got a lot to do to it. You can see the paint still look jacked up. It's about to rain tonight or tomorrow. They say atmospheric river. So that's why I came out here to check the van really quick, just to make sure we're good on it. But it's not a big deal, man. Little by little, I wasn't even, oh snaps. I gotta see if the light goes off, because I was messing with the dome light thing. I wasn't expecting having another van and not having, you know, being ready for it, or I should say in the next stage of the business. So I don't think I turned off the thing. So right here, figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. My car cover came for this, so I gotta do all this stuff. I think I still got a lot of stuff to do, y'all. It's just time. Still against time. All right, y'all. I've been talking for a while. I already said I was gonna leave. I'll leave y'all. It's DWES for life, y'all. Peace.